what's up? We're coming to an end, a close of today's part of the Hip Hop Summit. I'm with the man himself, Mr. Ross Kwame.
Yes, large up every time. It's Ross Kwame, innit? You know what I mean? UK flexing. You know the way we do it. We represented UK homegrown talent to the end of it. That's it. One extra radio one. It's big. BBC's thing.
That's right. Very successful today. Are you happy with the turnout and how everything went? The summit, the after show, everything?
Yeah, the vibes were nice. You know what I mean? It's all about hip hop. You know what I mean? That's what I basically came up on. Hip hop with a little bit of dancehall in the background. Dancehall for me is kind of overtaking that vibe at the moment. But yeah, I love hip hop to the bone, and I feel the way the summit went was really cool.
Yeah. What was the message you were hoping that would get across in today's summit?
Well, the fact is, hip-hop is a united force around the globe. It's not just a UK thing, it's not just a US thing, it's a real international force. And that's the message that has to go through. And definitely in the UK, we represent our own flavor of hip-hop. So it's about spreading that message around the world, really and truly.
That's right, and a positive vibe. And tonight was positive in the West End.
Most positive, that's what we're dealing with, you know what I mean? Just trying to build something from the underground up. Keep it low-key, build it up into something strong, can represent. Speaking of which, that's my boys right here, Super D and Footloose, you know what I mean? Representing that UK flavor every time. Super D, Footloose, yeah.
That's right. Introduce yourselves, brother.
I'm Super D, and I'm Footloose.
And you guys are?
DJ, producers, promoters, Funky House.
Yeah. Doing your thing.
Most definitely.
How do you feel about the summit? Do you think it was successful? Are you happy with it?
Very successful.
Very.
Yeah.
We're here just to broaden everyone's mind, bringing the soulful funky ass, along with the hip, make everyone, you get me,
Yeah.
feel something different.
It's very, very important that people know that UK is here to stay. The music, sorry, hip hop in the UK is here to stay.
Yeah, and we're just trying to express it in a different format, like mix it up with some of the soulful funky ass and everything. So make everyone work as one, basically.
Yeah. Where do you see the future of hip hop going in the UK?
I reckon it will go far.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talent out there. So and I reckon it will go far, and everyone's getting recognized more now. So
How do you feel about the grime?
the grime, right now it's like at one level over here. It's like I know it gets a lot of love like abroad and stuff, but over here it's like it goes to one certain level and it ain't like moving as such. I reckon that's my personal opinion.
So you think it's reached its peak, basically?
Over here,
Yeah.
but I reckon people get more recognition abroad, like Germany and them sort of places.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to explain to me Funky House, that movement and the sound.
Funky House. Boy, you just spoken to the experts on the Funky House tip, really, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
These are the
okay.
guys who are pushing it, they're representing that sound from street level up. But the movement is just something that's coming off the back of US records, but it's evolving into a kind of like a UK sound, you know what I mean? And UK producers are jumping on that and just giving you their vibration and their take on it, and that's what it's all about. And these guys represent that sound of the UK, which is coming up, which is obviously a branch of hip-hop culture. It doesn't matter the BPM or the beat or how the thing is moving. It's all about the rhythm and the groove and the vibe of the street that's going through. That is hip-hop culture, you understand? So musically, that's where it's at right now for the UK. It's on a funky house vibration because they've done locked out all the R&B out the clubs anyway.
Okay. Which artist do you think best represents the Funky House sound?
There's so many to mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many to mention.
But that's the way you would think?
Yeah, like more soulful, funky ass. That's the wave that we're on.
I mean, artists like Quinton Harris, and then you've got Soul Fusion, like a subsidiary from Masters at Work. There's Copyright Records. Grant Nelson is a UK artist. Props to him. But also DJ Hermit, Dr. House. He's doing some good beats as well.
I'm a big up MJ Cole every time, you know what I mean? He's on broken beat kind of take on it. It's nice, man, you know what I mean? It's a new vibration. So the world needs to get into that.
And do you think there's unity in the hip-hop community here? That was is there?
Yeah, man, the hip-hop community is full of unity, man. Don't watch nothing. It's all love every time, you know what I mean? It's all about coming together to push something forward, and everybody does that, you know what I mean? But obviously, things could grow to a higher level where people could definitely be on a more working together kind of vibe, and that's what we're working towards. That's the homegrown.
Okay. Last question. What do you gentlemen think it would take for the UK, if it isn't already, to be on the even playing field with the US?
Impossible, man. Like, like we're a country of like 66 million people. Yeah, you guys are like 270 million people, man. So it's kind of possible. Like every state is more or less the size of England. So like when it comes to urban music, like maybe like if we're talking like black consumers, maybe there's like 5-6 million black people that live in the UK. These lot have got like 20 million straight. So like you lot can support your oldest. It's like it's really, really hard. And the industry in America, you guys do it for yourself. Personally, I think the industry is really kind of racist, and they only concentrate on white artists over here, to be honest. And like there's not enough unification overall. Not maybe in the British hip hop community, there's unity in every genre, but overall as a collective, there's no unity. Whereas in United States, there's a togetherness, there's a unity throughout the whole country, pushing hip hop and R&B.
I reckon they're just scared to give them a chance.
Yeah. We have a very cynical view when it comes to supporting our own artists, whereas US, it's just been built in. Before there was hip hop, it was soul. Before there was soul, there was the R&B, the blues. Before that, there was jazz. Like we're talking Muddy Waters and Art Blakey. It's always been there.
But at the end of the day, for me personally, as Ras Kwame, the homegrown kid, repping that UK thing to the fullest, I just believe that if we're talking about difference in levels between the US and the UK, we're talking sales levels, and that's all good. But if we're talking levels of music and levels of creativity, we are on a level with anyone else in the world. You know what I mean? We make our sound the way we make it, and people around the globe love it and get into that. You know what I mean? We've had so many variations of it. At the end of the day, hip hop is a culture. You understand?
So they can both coexist.
Yeah. So if you look at the culture of the UK and you look at what we've produced, from happy hardcore through jungle, through drum and bass, through UK garage, through four to the floor, speed garage. You know, we've had a lot of variations, and now we're going into the funky house thing. So as a cultural movement of people in the UK, what we're doing, we're on par with anyone in the world. You understand? We're on the highest level. No other country in the world has created variations of black music like us. You understand?
That's very true. But at the end of the day, the major labels, they need to recognise, that we exist, and they need to really start to back us. For far too long, all they've been interested in doing is coming over here and pushing US artists. They need to start recognising homegrown talent on the doorstep, and they need to get behind us. It's a promotional issue, and if they was to put the money in to us, as they do the pop acts, like the white pop acts like that, they need that, like then our music, like hip hop, whether it's hip hop to drum and bass, to garage, to funk house, whatever, we'd go far. But they don't invest the money. Like whereas US, they invest the money in you guys, so it's a bit easier.
Exactly. So
that's what's causing us to be more.
True, they don't invest in us. We're investing in ourselves, and we build up our own hype. It's always been that way anyway, and we always do it, and we always rise to the top. The last time the cycle rose, it was UK Garage, and people were getting signed for ridiculous money. We got Craig David from that. We got Miss Dynamite from that. We got Lamar from that. Whole heap of artists.
And let's not forget Slick Rick now. Let's not, although he went to the States,
the original English gentleman.
He represented for
No, but Slick Rick, he's a phenomenon, man. He did it extremely well. But I remember the days that UK hip hop originated, and it was like, Overlord X and Hijack and even things like the Cookie Crew and shit. Yeah, exactly that, man. Demon Boys and London Rodney P. Rodney P. Big up Rodney P, man. We need to get back to that. If things stayed on that momentum, maybe we would have got somewhere, but that momentum dropped off because everyone got into acid house and hardcore, which is when I came in, man. But I think it's just down to the majors, man. They can basically, they're in a position to make us or break us. Like, we don't have that kind of collateral like people in America seem to have. So if we can get that organised and the majors start putting faith in us as UK artists and producers and all that, we can go far. But in the meantime, me and Ras, Super D, we're going to keep on pushing the sound and what we do best.
Pushing the sound further.
And we believe that we will break through eventually,
you know what I mean? We need to link up to the radio shows every time, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
bbc.co.uk/1xbc.co.uk bbc.co.uk/radio 1. Listen to the sound of the UK. It's the biggest thing out there, trust me.
Well, I'm going to say that all of your work has not gone unnoticed. The sound here is for real, and it's very unique to the UK. It's true hip-hop. Like you said, you guys have produced more original sounds than any other place on earth. I'm feeling that. All praises due. Artist in Transit, Hip Hop Summit 2006. Holla back.
Yo, what's up? This is Big Oba Otite, aka the Fat Controller. Right now, you're tuned into Artists in Transit, so show some respect and don't change the channel. Holla back.